All right, we're live on Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States to help you secure legal status to live and work in America legally because the government does not care. I think that's been pretty clear this year under the President Trump regime that he does not care about your immigration status. Now, that does not mean that people are not getting approved, okay? Majority of people, all of our clients are getting approved. Some people might have a little hiccup here and there, but the thing is, their perspective is enforcement. Okay, the USCIS just confirmed, this Congress just confirmed, the Senate just confirmed the new USCIS director, Joseph Edlow. He has already made a press conference, a press release saying that USCIS will have a more of an enforcement perspective. Okay. Even before he was confirmed, I had a USCIS officer give me a little heads up on certain things. So that was very kind of that person. So you don't want to do this alone. Okay. I'm here to answer your questions. So go ahead and put it in the chat box. I'm going to be here until 1 p.m. Central Time. So about 30 minutes. I'm not like some attorneys on a live show that kind of wiggle around some questions. I will tell you, I won't wiggle. I'll tell you straight up if I can't answer your question, just because I may need to do some research. And typically, if I need to do some research, preferably you schedule a meeting. Okay. So here's some just housekeeping. If you see this magic wand, some of you know what this means. Okay. If you see this magic wand, that means I highly encourage you to schedule a meeting, one of these options here. Okay. This one right here, if you want to the first box that shows up, just a little quick plug. Okay. If you want our services, how to do this, because I'm on YouTube and Facebook as well. If you want our services, option number one, okay, option number one is pre-qualified meeting. That's this amount of money, less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks, if you're ready to take action. If you're just, maybe you want to take action, but you're like, I really want to talk to a lawyer first. Really want to talk to a lawyer first. Then absolutely, that's the second box, okay? That's 3 digits. You might be wondering, like, what's up with this amount anyway? Like, what's with that? It's a reservation fee, y'all. Because some people are rude and don't show up. Like, how effed up is that? We care about your case, we review the facts, and then we're joining a Google meeting, and it's like crickets. Like, okay, and we send a text. So really, that fee is just a reservation. Okay, we're not trying to make bank with coffee type money in that sense. Really, I want to help you point you in the right directions. All right, so let me see. You're asking questions. Wonderful. If you want to join live, you can join down there. So early, Clarissa. Yeah, early for you. Oh my God, I'm getting text now. Okay, 1 second. I gotta check. I'll be right back. 10 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Okay. All right. I'm back. Sorry about that. Did not want the house to burn down. All right. 8-6. You come on, Epic. What's going on? Let's get Jacob on. What's going on, Jacob? You want to share experience? Okay, what happened?
Hello, Mr. John. How you doing?
Welcome to the show. What happened to your case? Good or bad?
Yes, sir. It's perfect.
Good. Wonderful.
I already texted you back on May 30 to tell you about my experience, and you asked me to come and join the live to share my experience with
Thank you.
with the people.
Thank you.
So back in 2022, I had a misdemeanor for possession marijuana. Okay. And I got arrested and got charged and convicted, and no served jail time at all. I just paid the fine and they released me next day. So back in 2024, I applied for a green card, and I was like scared of what people say about that kind of charge and drugs things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, after I disclosed the charge and I provide the officer with everything, he approved my case without even a waiver, the 601 waiver or the 212H waiver.
Okay, great.
Okay? My question is that normal?
Well, it depends on the type of the situation with the crime. For example, was it less than, what was it, like 2 grams? Was it less than 2 grams? The petty offense exception?
Uh-huh. So it went down under the petty offense exception, yeah?
Oh, well, if it did, you let me know. If it did, then you don't have to file a waiver.
I mean, like, it was like a misdemeanor, you know, a class C, and I pleaded guilty by paying the fine. So,
Okay.
I don't know, like,
Yeah, the petty. Did you have a lawyer for this, by the way?
no, I do it by my own.
Okay. You may have gotten lucky in a sense, but I mean that worked. I mean, it worked out for you.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. Petty. I think what happened may have been that I think you said possession marijuana allegedly. Then the amount, if it's a certain amount that's less than
under 30 grams, yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, that qualifies a petty offense exception, meaning it won't affect you for immigration. So yeah, I'm glad that worked out. I mean, honestly, I'm glad the USCIS officer paid attention for you in a positive way.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was so honest with him. I told him like, I got 1, 2, 3. So just to let you know, and I want to disclose it with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he said I need like a police report and the court disposition documents.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't send it until he sent an RFE to ask about those documents. You know.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I want to travel right now internationally. So is this gonna trigger up in the airport? Since it's prayer and I already disclosed it with the USCIS?
Yeah, it should not trigger because again, it's a petty offense exception, fortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I always recommend to carry the paperwork with you,
Yes,
the criminal paperwork, what we call like the disposition, the final order, essentially, but something that hopefully can show the amount. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. The police report I have.
Well, not just the police report, but the disposition, the final court order.
Yes,
So they know, because sometimes I anticipate that sometimes the customs website database doesn't show everything, all the information that they would need. So, okay. I hope that helps.
Thank you so much, Mr. John.
And congratulations to you. Take care.
Thank you, man.
All right. So here's the thing. Jacob got lucky. Okay. Sometimes some of y'all need a little luck. That's why I have the magic wand from time to time. Okay. Now, glad I worked out for him. But there are some officers, could be if you have a court case, could be the judge, it could be the Department of Homeland Security attorney, or it could be a USCIS officer. Generally speaking, they're not on your side. Okay. Especially these days with USCIS, with the new director, Joseph Edlow. I know some people want to join live. Thank you so much. I know that was not 10 seconds. I didn't know what my what I needed to do, but apparently I had to move move some food over so they get burnt. Okay, let me see here. If you do want to join live, you can do that down below. On TikTok, if you are on Facebook, YouTube, that email is down below to request the link. Epic moment. Is illegal work forgiven while marrying a U.S. citizen? So the policy manual states, yes, essentially it's automatically waived if you are eligible for adjustment of status, then working without authorization, although is a technically immigration violation, that is waived. Of course, as long as you're approved for adjustment of status through immediate relative, okay, which is U.S. citizen spouse. Oh, you're outside the U.S. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, then the same thing, same thing. Adjustment of status or consular processing. I thought you just meant like if you're working right now. I guess you were in America before. All right, let's see. IKEA 001 and then peace is on deck. And then
Hello, sir.
What's going on? How can I help you?
No, sir. Good morning, sir. I have some questions. My asylum case is dismissed. Then I got I-860, expedited of removal, but I have a pending of I-130 and I-485, sir. So I can stay in US. So what should I do, sir? Can you help me with that, please?
You have a court case. What's the situation about that?
So I have I crossed the border through asylum, then applied for asylum case.
Okay. And you said the asylum case where the court is dismissed?
That was in asylum office, and they dismissed my case without any hearing, just like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay. And that was the asylum office in which city?
That was in San Francisco, sir.
Okay. And so you're saying you did not have an interview?
No, I did not hear anything. Just I got a letter through USCIS. They said your case is dismissed without any hearing. So if you have any question, you can apply for a credible fair interview if you wanna process your asylum.
Okay.
And they gave me I-860. This is expedited of removal too.
Okay, you need to schedule a meeting with us. Okay, you need to watch your back. Okay.
Okay.
Because if you have expedited removal and they gave you that to you, they emailed it to you. I'm honestly surprised that they haven't gone to your home. Okay, so you need to be careful.
Okay, sir, but they did not give me any date or anything else. To deadline, you have to submit any documents to USCIS, not timeline, anything, deadline.
Right, because they're basically telling you they're coming after you. I hate to say it this way, because if they dismiss your application, which I believe is incorrect, of course, that you didn't even get an interview opportunity.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, you need an attorney ready to either file a lawsuit or to get you released.
Okay, but they are saying you can do a credible fair interview. Go to the ICE officer, then they can take your interview if you want.
Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to circumvent. So this is what you need to do. If you would like our further advice, you need to go to this website up here. Okay. Upload some documents. And if you just want, in your situation, I recommend you schedule box number 2. Meet with one of our attorneys. Okay. Actually, yeah, one of the community members here, advocates, Clarissa mentioned it's a ploy. So I hope you can see between the lines here. It's pretty obvious to me that because if they truly want to help you and provide you at least an asylum interview, they should not have dismissed your case to begin with, your application.
Yes, sir. That's
Okay.
why I was asking. But I
Yeah.
have a pending I-130 and a marriage case, I-485, still pending. So
Oh, okay. You
that's
enter with
why
the
I was
visa?
no, I entered through cross border, sir.
Then why did
Illegal.
you file 485 application?
Because I got married here, sir. I'm married here
Oh,
now,
boy.
almost more than a year.
Do you have a lawyer?
Yes, sir. I have a lawyer, but that's why I just like joking to ask you things.
Okay.
That's why I'm just a little worried about it.
I would be very worried if I were you, because no one can apply the default law is that you cannot apply for adjustment of status, the 485 application, if you entered without a visa. You can only, there are very limited exceptions to still apply for 485 if you enter without a visa, but that's not based on, okay, if you had someone file for you before April, a petition before April 30th, 2001, that is called 245I. It's a grandfathered law. I suspect that you didn't have like a brother or sister file for you, right? A long time ago, or did
No,
you?
sir. My wife, she's on green
She's the
card.
only one
I
that
just
filed for
applied.
you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Um,
It's only like almost 1 year ago, though. Not that long, too.
yeah. So you filed a year ago. So yeah,
Yes.
and you said your spouse is a green card holder, resident.
Yes. Yes, sir. Permanent residence.
Yeah, you're gonna have to schedule a meeting. I pulled out the magic wand. Okay, so you gotta schedule a strategy session with attorney. We do charge 3 digits for that. Okay, this is one of my worst fears. Who told you to file 485 application?
So that was the attorney. We went there, then made appointment. He told me to put. So we got a receipt letter and everything. So we done our biometric too from marriage.
Okay, we have several people sign up with us because for a lot of different reasons. The theme is usually that attorney or that notario, the consultant. Eventually, you find out they gave you bad advice. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So unfortunately, so you have to have that in your mindset now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You are not eligible for adjustment of status, so you just wasted a couple G's. Okay, I'm just telling you straight up on that. You wasted money on that. You wasted time. There is no expectation. You should not have an expectation that you're going to get legal status through your wife in America. The focal point, we talked about asylum. Let's talk about that later. The focal point is the marriage case. The marriage case, you would eventually have to apply for a waiver, 601A application that can only be filed after the petition is approved. The petition will take a long time for you, at least 2 years, because your sponsor, your partner, your marriage partner is a resident. When he or she becomes a citizen, it will speed it up a little bit more. Okay. This is basically a quick immigration and history lesson. Congress made a limitation on the number of visas, green cards allowed per fiscal year for people who when your spouse is not a citizen. Okay.
Yes.
So that's why the process takes longer. And because there's a limitation on a number of those, that's why you're also not eligible. That's the other reason you're not eligible for 485 application. Okay. So based on all that, like that is usually what I just shared with you. A lot of lawyers talk about that in 30 minutes. I just talked to you about this in less than 5 minutes. Okay. So if anyone got value out of this, please tap the screen, click the like button. Okay. So
yes, sir.
IKEA 001, you know what to do now?
Yes, I'm gonna do call you guys after live. Then
great, wonderful. So do that and then let them know you found us through the live show. Okay. Then they'll offer actually this amount. You gotta tell them you want to talk to a lawyer.
If I not eligible for the green card and that's application, sir, why I receive notice and that stuff, receipt notice, then biometrics?
Oh, it's just because it's part of the system. So, like for example, someone a little bit different scenario than you. I know their family because I helped the parents get a green card, and I knew that the adult daughter was going to sponsor someone, her spouse, right? And they actually had a lawyer help them with the petition. The waiver got approved. And then I just got a call like last month. They said, John, the 485 was denied. I was like, what? 485? Because I know the facts. I said, you weren't eligible for the 485. Why they told you spend money on that? And because this consultant said, I can get you the work permit, I can get you the interview. Yes, you can get all that, but that doesn't mean you're eligible for it. And it's going to take some time. So that's why it resulted in denial. So we want to be able to, we want to withdraw the 485 is one of the strategy action items for you. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to call you, sir, later this. Then we will talk about this on the later on call, sir.
Okay. Usually the first person you talk to is not me, just to give you an idea. If you schedule this meeting right here, pre-qualified, that's with not an attorney. Okay. You can speak with them, but if you want to speak directly to one of our attorneys, then that's this option right here in the middle. Okay. Box number 2.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
But there's only worry about I'm just like expedited in removal.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help you with that part. I can't stop ICE, but what some lawyers can do is to get you released. Okay, possibly.
Yes. Is that any form we have to like remove of condition to do that? Any form like?
Well, no, remove condition. Remove condition is if you already have the conditional resident status. So I think you're mixing up some terminology here, some words of options. But anyway, you just had a quick strategy session with me. I gotta move on. Sorry, to the next person. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Take a screenshot, click the plus sign and the bell.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look. Oh, yeah. He was probably talking cancellation or removal. Yeah, so that's a possibility. I don't get the sense that he has been here for 10 years though. So there's a lot to say with him. That's why he needs to schedule this kind of session, the strategy session with attorney. Look, I mean, I do what I can for y'all. Okay, I can share some tips here, but it's really, as you can see here, I put here because I can only do so much. I can't make the phone call for you. You got to call our team. Or if you need to do something else I told you to do, I can't control your finger movement. You got to do it. So if I tell you to do something, you likely fucking got to do it today. Don't wait, please. If you got to install video doorbell, like, look, Wise camera, you can put out your window. I just did it the other day on my thing. It is amazing. I got it from Amazon. I got to share a picture with y'all. Like, you slap it on your window. Easy peasy, okay? But the thing is, they might get you outside the house. That's the thing. You want the arm routine? It's not much here, though. It's not much. I didn't go to the gym today. It's too much work today. Thanks, Epic. Appreciate the question, though. Sambrini, where are you at, Sambrini? Okay, YouTube. Hello, greetings there. Cypher, Cypher. What if a U.S. citizen, you married outside U.S. to a non-U.S. citizen while out of the country? Oh yeah. So I think ultimately your question is, will USCIS or Department of State accept your marriage certificate from outside the United States? Absolutely, they will. The thing is, in that country, for example, South Africa, I'm aware about because we had clients there that lived there, that they have their own extra step that you have to record it a different way, especially if you're not from South Africa. They have additional rules. The U.S., as far as I know, don't have complicated rules like that, additional steps. So, yeah, you can get married outside the United States. Thank you for asking. All right, there we go, Sam Brady. By the way, if you can, please share the live show because that can reach more people. Greatly appreciate it. Doesn't cost you anything. Hello, Sam Brady.
Hi, John. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. I have some questions for you about my I-130. So I applied like on 2023 August for my husband, and he's outside of the US. And I haven't got any update from USCIS.
Okay. And when?
About 2 years.
2 years. And I'm sorry, did you say you're a resident?
Yeah, I'm a green card holder.
Okay. 2 years. Let me pull up the visa bulletin. I just checked this I check this almost every day. Filed 2 years. Do you remember the month? So that would have been what? 2023
Yes,
for you? Was it like springtime?
it was in August.
August? Okay. So I'm looking at it right now for the most updated visa bulletin in August. So yeah, 2 years, literally 2 years ago. Okay.
Mhm.
So they're working on cases with a priority date. I'm sorry, which country of nationality?
Nepal.
Nepal. Okay. So in the left column, let me see if we can share. The left column has a priority date of September 2022 for resident holders. Okay, so you got about, I think you said your priority date is August 2023. So
Yes.
roughly about another year. Okay. So this is one of the reasons why we have a webinar, a free webinar, doesn't cost anything to join, register for it, to learn about other options. Because, for example, the short explanation, maybe does your husband have like work experience or owns his own company? Because
No, he's a student right now.
oh, student right now. Okay. Well, if for some reason he had this entrepreneur spirit and wanted to start a company, he could start the company in Nepal for 1 year and then transfer himself to America. That is called the L visa. Okay.
Mhm.
Most people don't talk about this. Most attorneys say, "Oh, that's your priority date. Good luck to you." But we try to think of other options just in case could qualify for it. If not now, maybe in 1 year from now. Okay.
You said what option?
L visa. So anyway, register
visa.
for the webinar. Click on that link up here, and then you or your husband can probably both of y'all join. Okay. So pick
Thank
the
you.
topic work visa. All right. Thanks. Take care. Bye. Oh, I guess the other thing I was going to look up was the USCIS processing time, not just the visa bulletin. When that pulls up, I'll take a look at it. Literally every week. I just filed a response to a motion dismissed by the government. Yesterday, it was Monday, it was a deadline. Filed a response. We review historical data the last 5 years, for example. We check it once a week. So, for example, the one we checked was for let's see. Okay. It's just different family preference categories. So you're not gonna like this, but Nash for Sabriti, anyone has an F2A category, file for your spouse or child under 21. Processing time. If your case at National Benefit Center, 55 months. Oh my dear Lord. Who the hell wants to wait? What's my math on this? Is that 4 to 5 years? 4 to 5 years, right? So the next one, if your case at the service centers, it just says see notes. Oh, who would have thought? I've been saying this almost every day since September 2024. It says see notes. And what it says down here, sorry, it's a little small on YouTube and Facebook. Let me summarize for y'all. They're not going to, for family preference cases, they're generally not going to adjudicate, meaning make a decision on it until your priority date shows up. That is a problem for people who are in America, because if you're in America in your family preference category, you need to file a waiver. That's what my lawsuit on Monday was about. Basically, explain to the judge and the U.S. attorney why the hell we filed a lawsuit in the first place. Okay. Because, yeah, anyways, let me not blabber about that. So if I think Sabridi's spouse is outside America, but if you have a spouse or a family member in the United States, we are filing lawsuits about this issue. So contact our office. Because again, the waiver, you might know, takes 3 years currently, and I do not anticipate it to reduce in time because, as I mentioned, the government does not care. All right, the next person is we got several people. Oh, I was going to get you on, Myra. Your name went away. Let me try to invite you again. Myra, please share the live show. That's the best way to get my attention to join. But please know there's several people. So after hopefully Myra join, there we go. Then after is SP on deck. Hi Myra, what's going on?
Hi. So I have a question. So, my spouse, she works at a dispensary.
Mm-hmm.
We are planning on doing our process soon. So
Okay.
we're just wondering, we should be concerned about that.
How does it show up on her? Does she get like a W-2 or
She
pay
does.
stub?
It doesn't. It just says like the company name, but it doesn't say like dispensary or anything like that.
Okay, that's good at least. And who is the sponsor?
She is. So she's a U.S. citizen, and
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not a concern for her because she's a U.S. citizen. If it was you, then we would want to be more diligent about it for sure. So it's okay. She can still sponsor you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was my only question. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good luck to you. All right. So, by the way, a quick plug. If you're considering who to hire, consider our team. Just consider our team. Read our Google reviews. We're very fortunate between 2 locations, primary office in Houston. We have over 350, maybe even 400 Google reviews. Very fortunate about my team over the years. Many of my team members have been on the team for many years. You do want continuity because, especially when some of these cases take a long time, that you're talking to the same team members, right? Who know your case. So 4.9 stars over the 13 plus years doing this. I'm very grateful for my team. Oh shoot, I have 4 minutes. What's up, new person? Thank you for your comment. Appreciate that. There's several great attorneys that I know across the United States, fortunately, but there's some pretty shitty ones. So you got to be careful. And so at least just read the Google reviews, whoever you decide to even have a consultation with. Okay. Because I realize when people come to us and we're like, did you have a lawyer before or whatnot? And they say like, yes. And then they realize, I don't even know if it's a lawyer, but whether a lawyer or not, we Google search, right? And I'm like, yeah, this person didn't even have a Google profile. Oh my God. So just like you would research for restaurants, a plumber, please, for the love of God, please read the Google reviews. If there's anything you're gonna take away from my live shows, at least that. Okay, Quabena on YouTube. How long do you have to wait for the receipt notice on VAWA you filed in? Oh, you're still waiting for receipt notice. Okay, so this is where a lawyer can come through for you. Maybe you don't have one, but if you have one, then ask them about it because we do have an email. Of course, it takes experience to know where this email will be located. I'm a member of AILA, American Immigration Lawyers Association, and I do not believe this email is allowed to be shared to the public. I could be wrong, but that is one of the benefits of having a law firm to contact the VAWA department. Yeah, new person says that some lawyers are very shady. For sure. Okay, I think the next person. Okay, I think I can only let one more person on. I'm very sorry for everyone else. I will try my best to go live at night. I think I did last night, right, Clarissa? I don't remember. Let's get SP on, and then that'll be the last person before my next meeting. Hello, SP. What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How can I help you today?
I have a interview on August 25.
Mm-hmm.
I filed my case on June 14, and I have an interview really quick.
Oh, a quick turnaround? Okay, coming up August 25th. Okay, marriage? Is that what it is?
My marriage is in 38.
Okay, great. Where is this case located?
In Dallas, Oakville.
Okay, great. Do you have a lawyer?
And no, I don't have a lawyer. I
Okay.
did it myself.
Okay, how can I help you?
My spouse is a US citizen.
Okay.
I came US on a F1 visa on August 2024.
Okay.
I didn't find housing in Chicago, so I moved to Texas and transferred my college to because I was weak on English, so I transferred to the
Okay.
language class, and I had a homesick, and I left the college. And I was out of status. I applied for various colleges, but they denied me.
Okay. Where does your spouse live? With you in Dallas area?
Yeah, she lives with me.
Okay, good, wonderful. Mm-hmm.
And we have like lease agreements. We have a joint bank account. We
Okay.
have photos together.
All right, that's
things
good.
and everything. But
So let's cut to the chase. Sorry, I got a minute. I got a meeting in 30 seconds. What's going on? What's your question?
like we have a very short relationship timeline, and so I'm so scared about the interview. So that's also my question is.
Now, I know I asked questions in a different way. Why are you scared about the interview? It might seem obvious to some people, but why are you concerned about the interview?
Because of short relationship timeline.
Mm-hmm. When did you start dating her?
I started dating on December, and we married on February 21st.
Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Okay, timing wise. So yeah, I mean that's part of our representation to help you explain that story. I mean, of course you would tell the truth, but it's about the it's kind of like a book, right? The storytelling and how you share the information. Because of course, generally people are nervous at the interview, other than even though you should not need to be nervous. But again, that's why it is helpful to have a lawyer there. So we do help with that for interview representation only, since you already filed the case. But since you said August 25th, like our August calendar is getting pretty booked, we could, if worst case scenario, we could refer you to another lawyer in Dallas. But you connect here, okay? Call or fill out the short form, okay? Because there's not much I can say in a live show format on other than that to give you that peace of mind. You need to schedule a meeting, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Because
Thank you.
all right, thank you. All right, thanks. So yeah, I mean, sometimes, I mean, I know many people want peace of mind, but I can, if it's not a very specific question, then there's not much I can say in the live show, but happy to field the questions and see how we can help you, point you in the right direction. So if you've been here for 30 seconds, at least click the plus sign, follow, subscribe. You want merch? We're gonna have it on the website soon, sometime. I don't know when, but anyways, I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Clarissa. I'm late for my meeting. Peace. Have a good day.